Hello, in this video I'm going to be sharing my experiences about the Atlantic City Sprint Triathlon. The race was held on Sunday, August 7th of this year, and they had a pre-registration the day before on that Saturday. And during the pre-registration they have 2 sessions of athlete meetings. And if you're a first-timer for this course or for triathlon in general, I would strongly recommend attending one of those 2 meetings. They will describe the procedures for the various events. The Sprint Triathlon is just one of several events they hold there on that date. Now, if you want my thoughts on preparation and training leading up to the event, I have my thoughts on that in a different video, and a link for that video is in this description. In any triathlon, there is a transition area, which is basically a bike parking lot. When you check in, which again I recommend you do the day before if you can, though it is possible to do it the day of, when you check in you will get a packet. The packet includes a swim cap, a race bib with your badge number on it, and a tracking anklet that you put on your ankles so they can measure your times and progress. You also get a claim ticket. If you want someone else to pick up your bike and gear when the race is over, give them that ticket. I checked in my bike the day before, and then it's one less thing to worry about the morning of. They inspect your bike before they admit it into the transition area. The inspection basically consists of checking the brakes and checking that you have handlebar plugs, so make sure you have them. And also that your number sticker, which they give you in the packet, is attached to the frame. There's a second number sticker that will go on your bike helmet. So you put those stickers, one on the bike, one on the helmet. Once you enter the transition area, you find your bike parking spot number and you hang your bike by the seat post on the rail. The morning of the race, you will use a Sharpie to write your number in a large font on both arms. That is so they can identify athletes during the swim. When you enter the transition area the day of the race, you set down your towel or your bag or whatever, place your running shoes, biking shoes if you're going to use them, any snacks, extra water, or drinks that you want to lay out. Me personally, I use the same shoes for the bike and the run, which saves time during the transition from bike to run. You want to make sure your tires are pumped properly before you stage a bike, but there are some pumps in the area that they have, as well as a lot of people bring pumps. And I recommend you bring a pump if you think you're going to need one. The aisles of the bike racks are clearly numbered, so it is pretty straightforward to find your bike in the sea of bikes when you come out of your swim. Now, with the Atlantic City Sprint Triathlon, you will start at Bader Field in Atlantic City with the swim. There is a separate entrance for entering the bay and another entrance for exiting the bay. There is some pavement that you have to walk on to get to the entrance, and you are encouraged to wear some old shoes that you never want to see again and walk to the entrance using those shoes. Those shoes will be discarded, so make sure they're shoes you don't care about. The swimmers line up, and they ask that slower swimmers line up towards the back. Your time starts when you enter the water, so it doesn't really matter where you are in line. They admit 5 swimmers into the water at a time every 10 seconds to help create some separation between the swimmers. There are different colored buoys for the different races. So if you come the day before, like I recommend, be sure to walk over to the swim area and view the course so you can see the buoys, know what color your buoys are for turning around. It's basically a rectangle course that you make. There are submerged steps as you enter and exit the swim course that you should be aware of. Now, there are plenty of lifeguards stationed along the swim course, so you are very safe. The day I was there, the bay water temperature was about 80 degrees, so I didn't wear a shirt. At 6:30 in the morning, the air temperature was 75 at that time, so it actually felt really warm getting into that water. Once you get out of the swim course, there is an outdoor carpet you can run on to get to the transition area where you'll get your bike. There's also a freshwater shower you can optionally run through if you want to do a quick rinse of the salt water as you're running through. You want to have a bottle of water on your bike, or some folks use a hydration vest, but make sure you have some way to rehydrate on your bike ride. Some folks also have some trail mix or energy bars or something to eat or nibble on as they're riding. On the first transition from swim to bike, you'll get your shirt on if you decide you want to wear one. Put on the bib if you need to, either with safety pins or using a race belt. And then get your shoes on for your bike. Then you put your helmet on and fasten it. Make sure you got your hydration with you, as the bike is the best opportunity to take some sips. Then you walk or jog your bike over to the mounting line. There you are allowed to get on the bike and start riding. The paths are lined with cones, and there are two paths, one for outbound and one for inbound. The way they did it, the outbound path is on the left, so you're kind of driving England style. You know, you stay to the left as you're exiting Bader Field. Once you get out of Bader Field, you're going to head west on the Black Horse Pike, and you get to the AC Expressway at exit 2. You'll go onto the expressway and you'll proceed through the Pleasantville toll booth. Now be advised, there's a couple of rumble strips on the on the road near the toll booth, so just be ready for that. Then you will take it to exit 5, go up the ramp at exit 5, and head back down the southbound ramp of exit 5 and I guess it's eastbound on the Atlantic City Expressway, heading back. Now here's where you need to pay attention. Olympic bikers head all the way into Atlantic City, whereas the sprint bikers will get off at exit 2, the same exit you got on. And so you want to make sure if you're doing the sprint, you get off at exit 2, and then you're going to keep an eye open for Atlantic City High School. Once you see Atlantic City High School, and it will be marked, you're going to want to take the exit for Atlantic City High School, because that is going to be used to kind of get you to the other side of the Black Horse Pike, so you're back on the westbound side so you can get to Bader Field without ever having to deal with any motor traffic. It's a really great way that they've done it. So what you're going to do is continue back to Bader Field, and then once you enter Bader Field, you'll work your way to a dismount line. There, before you get to the dismount line, you'll get off your bike, leave your helmet on, jog or walk back to your parking area, hang your bike up, take off your helmet, maybe a quick drink of water. I suggest a cap or visor to wear for the run, then you head out for the run. You'll run on the Black Horse Pike, or Albany Avenue as they call it, up to the boardwalk. And then you'll run along the boardwalk to a point where you'll make a U-turn. And again, pay attention, because the Olympic athletes go further than the sprint, so you want to make sure you turn around at the sprint turnaround, and then you will end up on the beach. The finish line, it's like the last 20 yards of it are on the beach. You'll run through, you'll be announced, handed a medal, some water, and an opportunity for some food for the athletes. They run school buses to and from the beach at Florida Avenue to Bader Field, so when the race is over, you can go back and get your gear. They also have this morning bag feature, where the day of the race, in the morning before the race starts, you can put some clothes, maybe some sandals in a bag. They write your race number on the bag, and because the Atlantic City Sprint Tri has a different starting and ending location that are about 3 miles apart. So you'll put your stuff in your morning bag. They will make sure that that bag ends up at the finish line. So when you get done your race, you can get your morning bag, and that lets you kick off your running shoes. You can even go take a dip in the ocean to cool off, and then you can put on your sandals and a dry shirt if you want to. That is a pretty cool feature to help you enjoy the festivities. Finally, I want to talk about spectators. If you have family and friends that want to see you participate, there are 2 ways. The easy way for them is to simply have them meet you on the beach finish area sometime around 7:30 or so. There is an app they can download onto their phones where they can track your progress in real time that uses your anklet that you wear. If your cheer squad doesn't mind getting up earlier, they can come with you to Bader Field. There they can cheer you on as you come out of the swim and get onto your bike. Once you have left on your bike, your family and friends can then walk or drive to the finish area. Now, even if they walk, they should be able to get to the finish area before you finish both your bike and your run, unless you're a really fast biker or runner. This is a fantastic event. Extremely well run, so many nice people to meet. I'm in my mid-50s. I only wish I started doing this a little bit earlier in life, but hey, there were a handful of people 70 years old and over participating. So for most of you watching this, there's probably someone older than you participating in it. And a few other nice perks. In addition to the large number of friendly and helpful staff, there is a bicycle concierge that can help you with any minor bike issues you encounter. And finally, they have a good number of staff photographers taking tons of pictures that you can download for free to have a good memory of your event. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope maybe one day I'll see you at a future Atlantic City Sprint Triathlon, because I plan to try it again. So thanks for watching.